Yo, 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 what's poppin'? Welcome back to my YouTube. I'm Lamar Griffin.
Hold on, speed it up. Hold on.
Run that back turbo.
Speed it up. Speed it up. Eat it up. Eat it up.
Okay, I don't want this video to be super long because when I'm on YouTube, usually watching Patrick Murphy Racy or any of the other Sony people that I watch, I want to start this video by saying if you are thinking about picking up the new Sony 200-600 lens for sports, wildlife, action photography, you should definitely do that. My experience shooting the NFL, I've usually in the past used the 100-400 G Master. I love that lens, it's always amazing. Or I use the Sony 70-200 2.8 with a teleconverter, take the teleconverter off if the light's starting to leave. But for this game, it was the Denver Broncos versus the San Francisco 49ers. I was able to get my hands on a 200-600. So I'm pretty sure at the game I was the only photographer there with the new Sony 200-600. A couple Canon and Nikon guys came up to me that work with different newspapers and organizations, wanting to see the lens, wanting to see how it felt. Sony has a lot of people intrigued. First of all, let me give a big shout out to Lens Rental. If you need to get any type of gear, you need to go to lensrentals.com. I rent lenses all the time. One, because I can't afford them. Two, because it's fun to just get the lens, be able to play with it. So in this video, I want to show you guys my top 5 images, as well as some of the videos that I got with the new Sony 200-600 lens during an NFL game, during real client work, using it in a professional environment. Okay, so I know I said I was only going to do 5 pictures, but I'm going to do 10 in sets of 2. So right now we got Joe Flacco dropping back. He has great protection. He looks good. The focus is perfect. James, number 70, is giving him a really good block. I really like that you can see the San Francisco 49er players' cleats. They are Jordan cleats. If you look really closely, those are Jordan football cleats, which is pretty cool because I'm a Nike guy. But if you look away from the play, away from Joe Flacco, you see all the photographers on the side. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 monopods that I count with photographers on the side. So this next play, we got Joe Flacco dropping back. He's looking, and you can just really see his eyes, and like he really has found who's about to throw the ball to. He's about to bring his hand back on the ball and release it. His eyes are in perfect focus. And actually with the Sony 200-600, when I took this picture, the eye autofocus actually locked onto his eyes through his helmet, which is super phenomenal, super crazy, and I thought that was really cool. All right, so for this next picture, we go to the San Francisco 49ers quarterback. He's about to give a handoff. As you can see in the background, Von Miller, Super Bowl 50 MVP, is eyeing him, watching what's happening. You can see the quarterback. He's locked in, about to hand the ball off. Everything is in focus, super sharp. Really like that picture. So on this play, we got the quarterback doing a toss play. My focus was on the quarterback. As you can see, everything else is blurred out. The quarterback is in perfect laser focus. And as you can see, his eyes are literally on the ball. I can't even tell. I'm trying to figure out. Let me look at this picture deep. He's looking at the ball. He's not even looking at the running back. He had just tossed the ball, so his eyes are still on the ball to make sure that the running back has secured the ball and is about to start running. So that picture is absolutely crazy, and I love it. So this is a picture of Sydney. She is a cheerleader for the Denver Broncos. She is a phenomenal person. She will be featured on our podcast. I definitely want to grab some pictures of her because she will be on the podcast, and I need them for my Instagram to post to tell people that she's going to be on the podcast. So this picture really blew me away. I zoomed all the way into 600 just because I wanted to punch in and just really see what it could do. This next picture right here is my guy Court. He just caught the ball, headed towards the first down. He's getting tackled by one guy, and of course, as you can see in this picture, that one guy is not going to bring him down himself. You have one of the best cornerbacks in the game, in my opinion, Richard Sherman, stopping, about to come back and help on the play. Also, number 51 is about to come help on the play as well, and they're going to gang tackle him. But I just really like this picture just because you can really see everything that's going on. Like Emmanuel Sanders is in the back trailing the play. He didn't get the ball. Court has the ball high and tight. If you really look at this picture, you can see the Adidas logo perfectly on the ball. He has the ball high and tight. The guy that's trying to tackle him is, got his jersey a little bit, so you can see the X on his shoulder pads. I mean, like, this lens is really performing. Okay, for my last 2 pictures, I got both head coaches from both teams. They are both locked in, really focused, no smiles at all. You can just tell they're really getting after it. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys the video that I got with the 200-600 lens. It was a play that was super exciting. Bradley Chubb came around the edge, beat his guy, and hit the quarterback, made the quarterback fumble. And then after the play, big tip on sports photography, never stop recording, never stop filming, because the good stuff usually comes in a lot of sports after a player or athlete does something. So I kept recording. Bradley did this cool thing where he was flexing on him, letting him know that, you know, he'd been working out, going hard. Shooting the 200-600 lens throughout the game, first and second quarter, was actually not hard. It wasn't as easy as it would be to shoot the 100-400, but I never felt like I wanted to just not shoot the 200-600 just because of how heavy it was. And of course, like I told you guys before in the video, I did not use a monopod. I don't like to use a monopod just for my personal preference. Maybe I will in the future, but right now I don't use monopods when I'm shooting professional football, lacrosse, basketball, anything. I just don't use monopods just because that doesn't work for me. So I'm handheld the entire time. I will say shooting video handheld was much harder because the lens isn't as easy to hold, but it's not undoable in certain situations. I wouldn't just use the 200-600 to shoot video without having a monopod, but I was able to get certain shots handheld in slow motion, some shots in regular speed that were amazing and perfectly usable. So if there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. If there's any questions that you have for me about using the lens in an NFL environment, let me know. I'll answer all the questions I can. And also, if you want to rent the lens, go to lensrentals.com, use my promo code, you'll save some money. Until next time, peace.